Hey guys, Coach Pollock back here with another episode of Coach Talk. I want to continue our talk off of a couple of counter plays off of our belly G option and toss sweep action that we've been talking about. In the last episode, we talked about the wing back counter, which comes back off of that same action. Today, we're going to talk about a fullback trap. And guys, a fullback trap is an old school play that's been around for a long time that personally, I think teams need to reinvent ways to run this play, because it's a great play, especially with the passing pass rush that we get from the D line now. And the fact is a lot of times those interior D linemen don't work a lot on trap blocks anymore because they don't see it a lot. Okay, so today, and I'm just going to start this off in a regular pro formation here. All right, just to make it simple, not trying to complicate things here. And we'll do a regular over front, okay, right here. All right, excuse me. And then we're here, free, strong, corner, okay. So we're sitting right here. All right, now the rule I always tell my tackles is you have the first linebacker head up the inside. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to show a toss sweep action here. So basically the quarterback's going to reverse out, okay, like he's going to hand the toss sweep, or we're going to run an option here, and the fullback's going to take a step and he's going to aim at the right foot of the center, okay, right foot of the center. Quarterback's going to reverse out, hand him the football, and he's going to stick it back up in here, okay. So like I said, quarterback's going to turn around like he's doing the toss sweep and just hand it off real quick to the fullback, okay? Now right here, because we're running the trap back this way, okay? So we're blocking back with the center, and this guard is gonna pull, he's gonna kick the first thing past the center, okay? Now since we've got a one technique or a 2-eye, depends on who you talk to, okay? We're gonna influence block this guy. So this tackle's gonna go down to this near backer here, okay? All right, this guard is gonna pull and kick this in. Okay, so we're going to try to influence this nose, either run upfield or widen a little bit. Now, if the nose was down here in A gap, or he was in a shade, we would have to block down on him if we wanted to run it back this way. Okay, personally, I don't like to run it into that if I can help it. All right, of course, backside, we're going to get a great angle. Hopefully, this action of the tailback is going to make that backer get a little wider. We're going to get here, and then the tight end is going to go do the same thing. He's going to go linebacker to safety, okay? All right, and we can just take care of it right there. But like I say, this is a great little play that hits right at the gut. It's off that toss sweep action, off that option action, and it's just something that it just kind of keeps this play side linebacker and this linebacker a little honest, okay? So that's how we would run it back to a 2-eye or a one technique. Depends on what coach you're talking to, okay? All right, now, if we got into a situation, obviously, if we get into a situation here, okay, or say we run it, say we get into a 2-tight formation here, all right, and we say we get a under front here, okay, all right, an under front, all right, see, they go right here, they go here, walk Sam up, Mike, Will, they got the corner. They got the corner here. They got the free safety here, and we got the say they got the strong safety sitting here. Got the corner sitting back here. Okay, all right. It doesn't really matter. A lot of different ways they can do this. Okay, there again, we're giving this kind of a toss sweep action. All right, so we want to have a little influence this way. All right, now the center's going to block first thing back. He's going to go first backer inside. There he is right there. He's got the first thing inside. Okay, it's going to that backer. Okay, now if there was a nose shaded here, he would have to get the nose. If this nose was head up, he'd have to get the nose. Right here, we're first here. We're going to go underneath, going here to the deep. We're here. We're pulling and kicking inside to the safety. We're going to aim at that right leg of center, and we're going to stick it back. We're just going to reverse out and hand in the football. Okay, so like I said, we're just trying to make it look like a little toss sweep action just to help with the linebacker's movement. Like I said, I love the way this looks. I love how this play fits in with the packages we're doing. Now, if we were to play more of a true 5-3 team here, okay? Say we got in this formation and people want to go 5-3. Like I say, you're trying to make everything look like off of what you've already shown, what you've already run. So say we get a head up, so we get a bear front here, okay? 2 ends, all right? And say we get a Mike, Sam, wheel, corner, free safety corner right here, okay? A little bit different deal here now, okay? So right here, okay, we're gonna have to block down here. So there again, we're going action that way. Quarterback's gonna burst out. That's what we're looking at doing right there, okay? All right. Now, in this situation, I would have this center hit him and then block back, okay? All right. I would have this tight end's gonna release in here, okay? This tackle here, it's a little bit tougher because it's a 4-eye. He's going to release around here, okay? There again, we got to get that action to get him out of here, all right? Now, if he's a 3 technique, obviously it's a lot easier, it's a little bit straighter path, okay? But he's a 4. If he's a 4-eye, it's going to be a little bit trickier for him, okay? But we really want to get this action here to get this guy out of here. All right, here we're going to pull and kick, all right? First linebacker head to the inside, first linebacker head to the inside, okay? So like I say, this is just another way to run this same play, okay? Like I say, I don't particularly like it if he's out here in a 4-eye. I understand that because you got to get around that guy, and that can be a little tricky for your tackle. If he's in a 3, you know, I think it's a little bit more direct thing here, okay? All right, and I know a lot of people say it's hard to run a trap against 2 3s and a head-up nose. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But you know what? If you pop it, you got a chance. You got a really good chance. You get some movement right here. You get your back block there, and you get up in here and you get it on him. You got a chance to make a big play. Okay, so that's just a way to run it like that. All right. I really think that's a good little play that gives your fullback another option to run the football, and it just keeps the defense honest. Like I say, you know. You get out there, you get to running that toss sweep, you get some success with it, you get to running that belly option, you get some success with it, get them linebackers running, and all of a sudden you pop up in there an A-gap, and it's off to the races, okay? So, hey guys, really quick segment here today. It's about a little fullback trap. It's a play that's old, and you know, there's a lot of ways to run this thing, you know. I mean, I think out of shotgun it's got a place to run it because I think it really invites people upfield. I mean, if you sit here, okay, and, you know, a lot of people get in, you know, these kind of formations right here, and it doesn't matter where you put that guy, all right? But say you get in a situation where you get a team playing you in an over front here, okay? And you in your shotgun formation. This is your tight end off the ball here, okay? And you got your Mike, your wheel, you got your nickel here, your corner, all right? And then you got your safety, your other safety, your corner here. All right, a good way. I mean, you got a 2-way go here. You got a 4-2 structure here. You know, if you want to run if you just run the trap right up in there, right up in A-gap, okay? Like I said, you got people coming upfield on you, okay? What I would like to do is run it to that 1 technique. Like there again, if he's a nose, I don't like it as much, okay? Because right here, you're gonna go first backer inside. You're gonna pull and influence, all right? You're gonna block back. You're gonna pull and influence. You're going to hit that tight end on the backside to cut him off, all right? And then you're going to go right here, all right, to get him, all right? And you're probably going to stick it right off that block right there, okay? So that's a good way to run that. I like running it away from this tight end because that way that tight end can pick up that backside end for me, and I don't have to worry as much about him making the play coming in here and hitting the mesh point, okay? Now, if it's a situation where similar formation here, okay, similar formation, let's do this, all right, or same formation, but say they give us an underfront here, and we go nickel corner, and we got safety corner right here, okay, so we got something like that. All right, All right, we want to run it the same way over here. Okay. Well, what we can do here, since we're going to release in here, we can lock on that guy. We can make a call that locks him on. Okay. And then we're gonna go here. We're gonna cut off here, block back, stick it up in there. We're gonna probably hit it. We may end up bending it off that block, or we may just stick it right up in the hole. Okay. But when you got that kind of situation, you need to have you need to protect and get both of these ends blocked. Either you're gonna have to lock a tackle on them, or if you were to go down, you can pull it like we influence blocked the other while ago. We're gonna pull and have a guard on them, but you got either. So the other way, just as a reminder that we did, so they got this situation. Okay, right here we can go here and block here. All right, so basically these two have to take care of these two. These two, same two, they guys, you just either got to influence and do it, or you got to lock on and do it. All right, and you just block back here, there you go, and you got that. But in both situations, you got both ends blocked. When you under center, you don't have to block both ends because the fullback hits it so quick. But when you're in shotgun, you got to get some hats on in both ends, or they're gonna hit the mesh point, blow it up. Okay, so yeah, another great way to run an old school play that I really think needs to make a comeback in football. You see it in the NFL a little bit now. You see a lot of teams that'll pop this play in NFL, and I just think with all the upfield pass rushers, worrying about getting sacks and all that, this is a good little complimentary play off of that can really help your offense and give you some explosive plays right up in the A gap. Okay, hey guys, I've enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. Until next time, go Buffs.